What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the newest episode of the Toronto Huskies. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are enjoying your turkeys, and if you're not eating turkey for your main portion of your meal, you're some sort of savage, and you're probably living at a zoo? But we are here with the Toronto Huskies, and we have a dilemma. I'm popping in here right now, coming out the tails of a 51-10 victory over the Raiders. Looking at the weekly awards, Tom Savage, 5 touchdowns, 626 passing yards. That's a new record. Tom Savage, the Savage God himself, is a new record holder. And then what comes across my desk? We're still waiting to negotiate with Jordan Poyer. Maybe we're in the given mood, and next week we will. I got this little notification that Tua Tagovailoa, our franchise quarterback, is returning from injury. He's 100% healthy, and head coach Sean McDermott has gone back with Tua as the starter. Now, I have the trump card. I can make whomever I want to be the starter. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of leaned on you guys for some advice. Who would you want to see remain the starter? And it was pretty split down the middle. Literally, this decision is coming up to me. Look at the confidence, man. Tua does not have a lot of confidence. Tom Savage, it feels like Tom Savage has been, injected with some form of confidence. So, I feel like you just break a record like that. I'm a big believer in running momentum. Everything is momentum based, while understanding, look at what Philadelphia did with Nick Foles and with Carson Wentz. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl MVP, but as soon as Carson Wentz was ready to go, you gave the reins. You give the reins from the MVP winner to the franchise, and that's kind of the scenario we're in right now. But I don't know if Tua is ready. I do not know if Tua Tagovailoa is ready. So right now, I'm going to be giving Tom Savage the start against the Jets. We're going to give him one more opportunity. We're going to see if he can continue to run with it, or was that Week 7 game a fluke? So we got Week 9, the Jets. The Jets are staring us in the eyes. Before we do that, though, we got some miscellaneous to handle. Look at that. Tua got the one skill point. Actually refined. Watched a lot of tape. Feels a lot more confident. Got better deep throw accuracy. Figured out how he could throw that little pizzazz. Throw a little stank on it, on his deep ball, and got +3 to the deep throw accuracy, which is great. And we got a lot of our big-time players here actually growing and developing. And while we're not necessarily always going to go with the scheme fits, I feel like once we get certain thresholds, we could probably start working that. And, of course, Dallas Goedert, best tight end in football. Perfect scheme fit, 85. Huge upgrade there. Not surprised. Jordan Poyer, of course, he gets to get up to that 90 overall before we talk about contract negotiations. And then we got Trey White, who's actually not been having the expected season that he would, even though we do have one of the best secondaries in football. He's been slipping a little bit. So looking at some contracts here, we got 3 right up here right away. We got Jordan Poyer, Jarrett Davis, and Zay Jones. Well, first up, we're probably going to need to talk with Jordan Poyer. Okay, let me. I like getting your guys' feedback. We're not streaming it. I'm so actually used to streaming pink slips so I can get immediate feedback. Should we try to re-sign? Look, here are our eventual free agents: Savage God, Zay Jones, Jarrett Davis, Poyer. Do you guys want to see them return? Do you want to see them not return? I mean, Poyer's having a really good year so far this season. I feel confident right now. I'm leaning towards offering all 3 of these guys deals, especially because we're post-Canada bill. We really do need to retain our top players. And even though we did sign TJ Green in the offseason in case Poyer hit that wall and started regressing, he's only playing better. He must be getting a lot of coaching up at home, if you know what I'm saying, to be playing that level. And $37 million, I mean, let's be honest, keep dim cheeks in the building in the offseason, and that's not his cheeks. Could be worth it. Could be worth the investment. So we got to take a quick little scouting report here of the 1-6 Jets chilling at the bottom of the AFC East. What is going wrong there? Sam Darnold, 1,600 yards, 8 touchdowns, 7 picks. Not hot. Running the ball, they have Kenyon Drake, Latavius Murray. Not it. At wide receiver, Robbie Anderson. Deep threat. I mean, I feel like we just played the Jets not too long ago. And, they got some speed. They got some speed at wide out, but not really worried. Avery Williamson's making a bunch of tackles. No one really, that scares me on the defensive side of the ball. They got some playmakers: Jamal Adams, Marcus May, Shaquille Quarterman, Leonard Williams. But not worried, man. This should be a game. You know what? Because they're that bad, and while we can't understate the fact that this is a divisional matchup, B, we win this game, we are, if Miami slips up, we could become first in the East again. I'm gonna go give each set of players that we're trying to figure out if and when they can continue to be our starters an opportunity. So in the first half of this game, Tom Savage and Corey Clement will start. In the second half, it will be Tua and PL Mullins will start. And we're going to find out once and for all what our best starting combination is. Fair? Let's do it. Man, they have had one hell of a drive. They've had the ball for half of the first quarter, just eating into Tom Savage and Corey Clement's time. And our defense cannot get off the field on third downs. And there we go after the Madden cheese should have been an interception. We hold them to a field goal. I'll tell you right now, this is my first Huskies game since they released like the big new Madden title update. It's playing a little bit better, man. This would be a Jets team that would go 3-and-out more often than not in the previous build of the game, and they actually had a decent drive there. I'm liking how it's feeling right now. Now it's time for Savage God. Oh, let's go PL Mullins. What's he doing in the first half? He just straight up just took some snaps from Corey Clement. I love it. 3rd and 4 on the 9. I don't know if we're in 4-down territory right now, but we'll let Tom Savage call the game. We'll see what he wants to do. But he leads his wide receiver, and just like that, Chris Godwin gets a touchdown. First receiving touchdown. I don't think that's on the season, but it could be. But not bad. 19th catch of the year. Get his first touchdown. Sure, why not? Great dart from Savage. Is a blown play. But still, we're not measuring these on difficulty. We're just measuring these on are you getting the job done or not. And so far, so good for Tom Savage. Oh, 3rd and 7, and in comes Nelson. Thank God for the Madden title update, or else that wouldn't have been a sack. All right, quick turnaround, 3rd and 5. Come on, let's bail out our defense here, hold them to a field goal. Or bail out our offense, sorry. Come on, Nelson, heat up, boy. Heat up, boy. Oh my God, why can't we buy an interception right now? Trey White, you're 92, 93. You got to pick that off. That should have been a pick 6. Oh, PL. Clement picked up a little bit of a knock. I don't know. Look at that. Shoulder tear. It just solved the running back rotation issue for us right there. Shoulder tear does not seem like a short-term injury. I think PL Mullins just earned himself the starting running back job. 3rd and 2. Already like the mismatch in the slot with Jakeem Grant. Just too much speed for anyone on that Jets defense. Let's see if it works out. We step up in the pocket, and there's Jakeem Grant. Wide open. Again, I mean, that's almost too overpowered having him play in and out of the slot, especially against the Jets secondary that their fastest players are their safeties. So big time get. Makes up for that really bad interception. 2 touchdowns in the first half already for Savage. We'll see if we can get a quick 3-and-out and give him one more drive. Great ball. Great ball. First difficult throw really he's had to make on target. Oh, wide open. That's Jakeem Grant again. Going back, the lethal combination. 3rd passing touchdown of the first half for Tom Savage. So at halftime, the stage has been set. Tom Savage has tried his best to put his best foot forward here. 128 QBR, 12 of 14, 188 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. It's Tua time. And just like that, Tua with the simple touchdown pass lets Jones do a lot of the work, but there is a flag on the play, and it looks like Dallas Goedert could be the guilty party in there. Yeah, touchdown's coming back. Oh, shit. And just like that, Dallas Goedert says, "Sword dog, here, I'll get those yards back for you." 4th and 1, and I feel like if we're given the opportunity, we're not just going to let PL Mullins do what he does best. I want to see Tua make this play with his arm. And he fires in a dart, and incomplete. I mean, I don't think that's on him, but, I mean, for all we know, Tom Savage might have threw it with so much velocity, it just would have been caught. Oh, what an interception, TJ Green. Whew. Has a pick, a sack, 7 tackles on the day. Playing nickel linebacker. He's a freak of nature. Oh, 2nd and 10. Hits God. Okay, Godwin. Up on the 1. I mean, maybe it's going to show leadership abilities that on this range, knowing that there's a QB competition, Tua said, man, let's run C4 special. This is where PL eats. I'm a good teammate. I'm a captain. I have those qualities. We're going to let PL get his. Oh, wow. No. I think that was actually more a better play on Johnson than it was a bad throw from Tua, but woof. It's not looking good. 4th and goal on the 4. They're going for it. I respect them. I respect them for going for it, but, I mean, you keep testing my defense. You keep testing my secondary, especially in this short field. You're going to get picked. You're going to get picked. Either a tight end's going to be wide open or you're getting picked. That's what's going to happen. And incomplete because Darnold is weak sauce. Oh, what a play! What a play! I thought for sure that was going to be picked, but Tua don't give a shit. There we go. Oh, God, man. He's not getting any help. As much as I am impartial, Tua has had a touchdown called back. He's had some brutal drops. Like, that should have been a touchdown for Valdez-Scantling, and he just dropped it on the 1-yard line. So, I don't know, man. It's still not... there you go. He fires in. Dallas Goedert's not going to catch that. And Tua finally gets a score on the board. But then you also, I mean, we had an opportunity to get another passing touchdown, and he kind of defected and let P.L. Mullins get the C4 special TD. So, I mean, a lot to think about here, fellas, because I'm going to let you guys help me make this decision in the comments. Who is our starting quarterback? And maybe we might be able to get another drive or two in for Tua to close the gap up from a statistical standpoint. Garbage points. Oh, make that throw, Tua. Come on. There you go. Simple. Simple, dog. They score garbage points on us. I'm going to let Tua run it up. Blown play. Perfect play call. Excellent throw. Could have messed that up. He could have underthrown it. Could have overthrown it. He made it. All right, we crushed him. We crushed them. And what a better opportunity to see who the better quarterback is than going up against the worst-ranked team in the National Football League. So, I mean, we look at the stat lines here. They're pretty similar. Let's look at our team. That's the big one. We'll end up with that. Looking at the run game, P.L. Mullins got it going. We did not, run it that much. We didn't have to, and we wanted to find out who the better quarterback was. And with Corey Clement going out with an injury, even though there was a running back competition in this game, P.L. Mullins walked away with it. And that's probably been, from a statistical standpoint, an average standpoint, the best rushing attack of the year. And he broke 6 tackles. He's a machine. I think it might be the P.L. Mullins era. On a receiving standpoint, Dallas Goedert continues just to be a freak. 10 catches, 150 yards of TD. Jakeem Grant, 6 catches, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. Unbelievable out of the slot. 2 TDs here for Chris Godwin. Zay Jones, not bad as third option. Third option can be a third option there. TJ Green with a monster game. 14 tackles, a tackle for loss, a sack, and a pick. We got 2 sacks from Anthony Nelson, too. 1 from Leon Jacobs and 1 from Tremaine Edmonds. We get the interception from TJ Green, but it comes down to the quarterbacks. And here are how it goes. So the better QBR goes to Savage. More passing yards by almost 100 goes to Tua. And you have to, you got 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Then you also have that touchdown that was called back from a block that I don't think really affected the play. I think if Tua got that touchdown, they would be pretty dead even here on a passing touchdown. They'd both be 3-1. And that was probably, 40, 50 yards? So Tua would have been over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Savage would have been 188, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. So I honestly don't know, man. I felt like, personally, playing with them, Tua feels a little bit better. He feels a little more special, like he was making more plays happen. But he's a lefty, and throwing any time with a lefty is always a little bit awkward, whereas Tom Savage is a little bit more traditional. So I'm going to let it go up to you guys for who our long-term starter. It doesn't have to be long-term. Let's not make that big of a commitment. But who is going to be our starter for the foreseeable future? If we go with Tua, he starts sucking. We know we have a good backup plan here in Tom Savage. Tom Savage, gets the starter. He starts sucking. We can always drop back to our, assumed franchise quarterback in Tua. I ideally would like to have this resolved sooner than later. I don't want to become like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where we keep rotating between Ryan Fitzpatrick and Jameis Winston every single week. You need that consistency at the quarterback spot. So let your voices be known in the comment sections below. But that does it for me today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the Toronto Huskies. Hope you're having an awesome Thanksgiving. I'll tell you right now, most of you guys hopefully are off school or you have a sick job and like a government job and you're off work tomorrow afternoon. Friday afternoon, I will be live on Twitch streaming a new episode of Pink Slips, so make sure you don't miss out on that. And until next time, it's C4 saying subscribe if you're new, like if you enjoyed, let me know who you want to see at QB, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent, I'm doing it big. Way too persistent on taking your bitch. Here comes a monster to scare all you kids. Y'all scared, what you running for?